Now I am 75 years old and cannot remember. We all think he is wonderful, they make a charming couple and it is fun to be with them. Did Carole Middleton just reveal Queen Camilla's biggest secret? According to insiders, an alleged revelation has spread like wildfire, leaving royal watchers astonished. What could have triggered this rumored clash between two powerful women? Dive in as we reveal the controversy that is captivating the world. The tension between Carole Middleton and Queen Camilla has been a topic of conversation among royal insiders for years. Although their public appearances showed smiles and courtesy, whispers of underlying disagreement told a different story. Carole, with her humble yet determined roots, has always been fiercely protective of her daughter, Kate Middleton. In contrast, Camilla, raised in the aristocracy, has long represented the traditional royal mold. As Kate's prominence within the royal family grew, so did the apparent clash between her mother and Camilla. Insiders suggest that Carole's practical approach to supporting Kate did not always align with Camilla's more reserved behavior. Although they initially kept things civil, cracks in their relationship gradually became more noticeable, creating an air of silent unease at royal events. But what caused their cordial relationship to veer into animosity? The turning point was not just about their different upbringings, but also about power and influence. Carole wanted to ensure her daughter's smooth integration into royal life, while Camilla allegedly preferred a more traditional approach, seeing Kate's middle-class background as a deviation from royal expectations. This clash of values set the stage for what was to come, a revelation that would change everything. Reports suggest that, following the walls of the palace, subtle and passive-aggressive comments defined the relationship between Carole and Camilla. While publicly maintaining royal decorum, private conversations reportedly took on a completely different tone. From whispers about Kate's suitability as a future queen to comments about her background, the tension between these two influential figures continues to captivate the world. The tension, which had been slowly building, revolved around comments about social class. Sources close to the royalty alleged that Carole considered these comments as disguised and condescending criticisms of her daughter's place in the royal hierarchy. Camilla's polished attitude reportedly hid her disapproval of Carole's direct involvement in Kate's life, causing friction between the two women. Imagine the pressure this exerted on Kate, caught between the expectations of royal tradition and her mother's fierce loyalty. The silent struggle deepened even further when Carole, according to reports, refused to engage in any direct confrontation, choosing instead to remain silent. But how long could this uncomfortable truce last? Insiders suggest that these silent power plays eventually began to shape the family dynamics, turning each royal gathering into an awkward affair as tensions rose. It seemed only a matter of time before one of them broke the silence. According to sources, the real turning point occurred during a private family gathering where tensions between Carole and Camilla reportedly reached a boiling point. It was then that Camilla, known for her composed exterior, apparently made comments that Carole could no longer ignore. Imagine the scene: a luxuriously decorated dining room, the air thick with unexpressed tension, while two of the most influential women in Kate's life faced off. They were in disagreement. For years, Carole had remained silent, refusing to escalate the situation, but this time something changed. Insiders claim that Carole left the meeting visibly upset, deciding that it was time to take a stand. Her frustration was not just about protecting her daughter but also about reclaiming her own dignity. This crucial moment marked the beginning of a more public conflict. What was once a subtle tension behind the scenes was now on the brink of exploding. The impact was immediate. Public opinion was divided, with some praising Carole's courage for standing up to the perceived royal elite, while others criticized her for bringing private matters into the spotlight. Regardless of the division, one thing was clear: the carefully crafted image of unity within the royal family had suffered a significant blow. This revelation also raised questions about the true dynamics within the monarchy. Was this simply a personal disagreement, or did it hint at deeper, unresolved issues within the royal household? Carole Middleton burst into the public sphere, but what exactly did she reveal, and how did the palace respond to a bold move? The supposed revelations of Carole Middleton sent shockwaves through royal circles, something unfamiliar to many. Without naming names, Carole allegedly hinted at years of subtle disrespect and manipulation within the royal family. Her words conveyed a clear message: she was no longer willing to be sidelined and would not remain silent any longer. The real surprise for many was how this revelation presented Camilla in a different light. No longer just a symbol of royal tradition, Camilla's role was now scrutinized under a harsher lens. Carole's message supposedly exposed a hidden power struggle that few outside the palace walls had suspected. The palace only added intrigue as they struggled to manage the growing public interest in this unexpected drama. As news of Carole Middleton's alleged statement spread, the media frenzy intensified. Headlines speculated about the deeper implications of her words, while royal observers dissected every detail. Television panels debated the consequences, and social media buzzed with theories about what this meant for the future of the monarchy. Some saw Carole as a brave advocate for her family, standing up to a system they deemed rigid and outdated. Others argued that airing such grievances publicly only weakened the institution, causing more harm than good. Amid a time when unity was crucial, the unnecessary division sparked a public reaction that was further intensified by the palace's silence. Traditionally, the royals follow a policy of never complain, never explain, but in this case, their lack of response left room for endless speculation. Was the monarchy struggling to keep its internal tensions under control? The situation turned into a public relations nightmare, with every gesture and appearance by Charles and Camilla being analyzed. The narrative painted a picture of a monarchy facing internal power struggles and cultural shifts, a story that kept the world hooked, waiting for the next chapter. Amid this growing rift, Kate Middleton faced her own challenges. For years, she had worked to build a harmonious relationship with Camilla while maintaining a deep bond with her mother. However, the alleged tension between Charles and Camilla put her in an unenviable position. According to sources close to her, Kate often felt torn, striving to fulfill her royal duties while managing the emotional tension of the family conflict. Despite her serene public image, those who know her claim that the pressure took its toll. The change is not happening fast enough or on the scale we need. How do you navigate a situation where loyalty to the family conflicts with the expectations of your role? Kate reportedly worked hard to maintain peace, but her efforts were not always enough to bridge the gap between her mother and Camilla. Imagine the burden of trying to maintain harmony in one of the most prominent families in the world, all while under constant public scrutiny. Through it all, Kate remained composed, but behind the scenes, the emotional cost was undeniable. Her silent resilience became a testament to her dedication, although the unresolved tensions in her family left many wondering how long this delicate balance could last. The palace's response to the alleged revelation by Charles was as measured as it was mysterious, adhering to its traditional policy. At the heart of a deeply rooted tradition, the royals refrained from addressing the accusations directly, exemplifying the leadership needed in this decade of change. Among their inspiring actions, however, the informed suggest that behind closed doors, efforts were being made to manage the consequences. The royal family's motto, "Never complain, never explain," had served them well in the past, but this time it seemed insufficient to quell the growing public curiosity. Meetings were reportedly held to strategize how to better maintain the monarchy's image amid the controversy. Despite their silence, action spoke louder than words. Carole's presence at royal events became less frequent, fueling speculation about her relationship with the family. Camilla, meanwhile, seemed more reserved, avoiding any direct confrontation in public. However, the question persisted: could the monarchy withstand another public scandal? The royal family had faced its share of challenges over the years, but this situation felt different, more personal, more immediate, and much harder to control. The world watched closely, eager to see how the royals would navigate this storm. Although somehow you know this could happen, you really don't think much beyond the personal dispute. The alleged dispute between Carole Middleton and Queen Camilla symbolizes a broader cultural divide within the monarchy. Carole represents a modern and meritocratic Britain, where success is earned through hard work, in contrast to Camilla, who embodies the aristocratic traditions of yesteryears, where status and privileges reign supreme. This clash of values raises important questions about the monarchy's ability to evolve. Can an institution steeped in centuries of tradition adapt to a changing society, or will it remain bound to the rigid expectations of the past? The alleged revelation by Carole highlighted the challenges of integrating modern ideals into the royal framework. To many, her middle-class background and unwavering support for her daughter symbolized the dynamic changes within the monarchy. However, to others, her actions are seen as a threat. The delicate balance of royal protocol has brought to light the deep tensions within the royal family, thanks to the alleged dispute between Carole Middleton and Queen Camilla. Whether this is simply a personal disagreement or a reflection of broader cultural changes, one thing is certain: the monarchy faces unprecedented challenges. We would love to hear your thoughts on this unfolding drama. Do you think the royal family can overcome these challenges, or is this just the beginning of a new chapter in its history?